Hi, hello again. Copy trading returns are seemingly clear on paper, but the fees behind them are sometimes very easy to miss. My name is Paulina from Brokery Solutions, and we are again here with our colleague Abed.
Hello.
In this last episode of our series, we are going to discuss the fees connected to copy trading. We are going to discuss the fees structure, how are they applied, and also who controls the fees. Welcome.
Thank you, Paulina. Before we jump in, a quick reminder for anyone discovering us for the first time. Brokery Solutions is a technology provider for brokers. We do not provide trading services for individuals. This content is shared for educational purposes only. Another reminder, if you haven't watched our previous episodes, please go back to episode 1 and watch the whole series, because this is the last episode and the information are connected.
Yes, and also it's very beneficial to watch because we cover all of the basics and a lot of questions asked by the real traders.
Yes.
Starting about the basic of the fees, what is the difference between subscription fees and performance fees?
Nice question. So, if you haven't watched the previous episodes where we discussed on how to set up, now you've picked your provider, you've set your subscription strategies and risk management and everything. Right before that, you will notice when subscribing that there is the offer choosing. You'll choose an offer, and then the fee structure will show on the side. The difference between them is we have three fees that's paid for the profits that's made by the provider. Number one is performance fees, where you pay a percentage of the profit for the provider. It can be per trade, daily, weekly, monthly. It depends on the interval that's been chosen by the provider. We have the subscription fee, where you pay it one time to join the provider. And then we have a third one that's not mentioned in the question, that's called management fees, and it's usually paid weekly or monthly, and this is regardless of the amount, the profits, losses, or anything. This amount will be set by the provider, and it will be deducted on monthly or weekly basis for subscribing. So also the offers can be like different setup of the three. It can be one of them, and it can be one different, like it can be subscription fee and performance fee. So you can pay like $100, for example. It can be the three, it can be two, it can be one. It depends.
From the offer?
Yes.
Okay. And how copy trading calculates the, let's say, overnight fees on the open positions?
We need to differentiate between copy trading and broker and trading platform.
Yes.
Because with copy trading, we only send the execution of a trade to the trading platform. Now, what happens on the trading platform, that's your account type, that's your broker, your agreement with your broker.
Yes.
So if you have a swap-free account, you will not be charged swaps. If you pay swaps, you will be charged swaps. So this is nothing related to social trading, rather than it's for the broker. So to make sure, contact your broker. By the way, a little disclaimer before we continue. It might be a bit too late to mention this on the first, on the fourth and last episode. These questions that's been in the past episode and this episode are all the most asked questions by traders. So we created them into this type of setup to answer those questions. So as we end every episode, if you have more questions, please list them in the comment section below, and we will create another season for you.
Yes. Of course. But again, it's very important that that's what's really interesting for traders. So it's very, very important to clarify those uncertainties. I have a question that is a bit from the family of questions of conspiracy theories. So, are there any hidden costs when I start copy trading? And of course, we are talking about our platform. There are other platforms, we can talk about ours. Are there any hidden fees? Can I expect any fees that I didn't see or agreed to?
Very spooky.
Yes.
Okay, so from social trading and the build of social trading, every fees that's sat from the provider is reflected into the user face. The user interface will show you immediately that this offer have changed, this percentage. You see everything loud and clear. Again, we've talked about it in previous episodes.
Yeah.
The user interface is very friendly, Paulina.
Yeah.
It's very user friendly, simple, so you can navigate the information very
Even
easily.
if you are not experienced.
You don't need to be experienced at all. It's just simple numbers, simple graphs, simple information. So everything that is reflected, it will immediately show in your side. Also mentioning that, going to the provider's setting, you scroll down, you see all the trades that's been opened, all the information about those trades, and then you have a fees section where you see everything that's been paid.
Also, you don't have to go to the trading platform to look for the...
No. You don't have to go.
Which is a bit hectic to...
The information is all reflected in the user interface.
Perfect. That's really, really perfect. So, getting back to the fees. The fees that apply to me as a follower, who controls those fees? And who controls that those fees will be applied to me?
Still feels like a conspiracy theory question.
Yeah, I feel it too.
So, the broker gives the space for the provider, and then the provider moves within that space. So the broker controls as the first line controlling, sets the limits, controls what type of fees are allowed for the provider, and then once the provider gets that space, that area to move around, they can set up their fees structure according to that area. So maybe, for example, the broker would set a limit of 20% for performance fees. So the provider cannot exceed 20%. The system will not allow them to exceed that limit.
So in this structure, every provider is controlled by the broker.
Yes.
So there's full control and not doing whatever I want.
Exactly.
Okay, that's amazing news. So as my last question, I wanted to know if, for example, I'm copying a couple different signal providers. Do I pay one bundle fees for all of them, or I pay each fees separately?
You pay each fees with a separate transaction. Nothing with a bundle. You have separate, when you go to my portfolio, you have separate providers, and each provider has their own transaction. So it's a transaction that's done, and it's separate transactions.
Okay.
And it cannot be allocated in one.
This is very important, so I can see clearly what I pay to whom.
Exactly.
And which trade.
Exactly. Which trade, which fees, which type of fees, you get all the information.
That's very, very important. Thank you so much. Actually, this brings us to a sad moment of end, not only of the episode, but also the whole series. We really hoped that you enjoyed, that you find it the material to really learn more about copy trading. Again, if you have any additional questions, please comment. We'll be happy to answer them later. And thank you so much for watching. And thank you, Abed.
Thank you so much for presenting. Thank you.